It is time for Season 3, The War Within 11.2 PvP tier list. So this upcoming Wednesday, they are tuning some things a little bit. So this is going to be with the upcoming tunings in mind. Okay? Again, as always, this is my opinion based on my experience and also talking to people. But yeah, it is subjective at the end of the day. And I'm trying to like do more of a general PvP tier list. I would say with more focus on solo shuffle. Like shuffle will be the main kind of thing that I'm thinking about. But I've also done a bunch of 2s and 3s and that's also going to be taken into account a bit. How I do my tier lists, A tier is where you want specs to be. The more specs in A tier, the better the tuning is. So if we see A tier fill up, in my opinion, that's a good thing. Like that's kind of like, for me, A tier is like the benchmark of like the Goldilocks zone, where you want specs to be. I know some people like do tier lists in different ways, but that's how I view it. It's how I've done it like the past 5 years tier list. So just keep that in mind. And to the left will be high A tier. To the right is low. So A minus, A plus. Same with all the other tiers as well. Let's start with, you know, usually I do Druid last. Let's do Druid first this time. Let's start with Boomy. So Boomy has been insane. I've also played Boomy. I actually got like top like 10 Boomies like after 2 hours of playing it. I got like 2-1 in day 2, man. In 2 hours. They're crazy. But they are getting tuned a little bit. Damage of spells and abilities reduced by 4% in PvP combat. Whirling Stars reduces celestial alignment or incarnation chosen. I can't read. By 30% PvP was 20. Okay. So Boomy is getting a bit nerfed overall, but I think it still makes it into S tier, even with the nerfs. It is really, really, really good. It's even so good now that it kind of works in 2s. Like, with a healer. Like, Boomy Holy Pot, like, great comp in 2s. So, yeah. Boomy is going to be making it into the S tier. Resto Druid, guys. Okay, yo, chat. What do we think about Resto Druid right now? So, for healers, we talked about this earlier. I think right now, healer balancing is actually really good. There's not one healer that I would say that stands out like crazy from the rest. They're all very solid. Where to put our Druid, though? Hold up. Let me find some stats. Like, our Druid is one of the less represented healers in Shuffle. I think our Druid is good, though. Again, good spec. I would say it's somewhere in the Goldilocks zone. Feral Druid. Feral, as always, is like one... or okay, actually, Feral representation this... By the way, it is only 800 plus, which is it's very early season. But Feral is not very well represented. It usually isn't. It's actually a bit lower now than normally. Representation is not everything. I do think it's strong. We have a lot of damage right now, that's for sure. But as always, especially in Shuffle, we struggle a lot because we're very vulnerable. We get trained down. We get blasted. So, I'm going to be putting Feral in the A tier. Yeah, I'm gonna go with A tier. It has a lot of potential, but it can be tough. Our damage now though goes hard. Like our bleeds are shredding. And our tier set is really good, but many specs tier set is really good. So it's not really like Feral stance. Like it feels like most things do a lot of damage now almost. Which we saw from the bursting competition. Like the bursting competition we did this season, I've never seen this high damage across the board. Where like so many specs are doing 2 second, 3 second burst. Even like a few had like 1 second burst. So yeah. It's not like a Feral thing, only that it does a lot of damage. So tank tier on the Druid. Let's do Paladin. Guys, Red Paladin, I'm putting it in the S tier. It's going all the way up there. It has to, I think. Red is really, really good right now. And especially in a bracket like Shuffle, man, I think Red performs insanely well. I mean, actually, if you look at the stats, actually, it is kind of crazy. Again, stats is not everything, but it does kind of give us a part of the picture. Yeah, this is kind of crazy, actually. I think basically any way you sort it, it's going to be... Yeah. Red is going to be S plus, actually, for me. I've also played my Red. It's insane. Holy Paladin. Dude, you know what? This might be like a bit of a out-of-pocket placement. Maybe. But I think this season, as it stands right now, Holy Pala is going to sneak into S tier as well. Holy Pala has surprised me. I don't know exactly what they changed, what their tier set does, but it seems really good. I'm facing it way more now. And yeah, it's just kind of impressed me a lot. It's probably S- on Holy Pala. They also do a lot of damage. Yeah, they do. And their healing looks really, really solid. Pro Pala tank tier. Let's do Priest. Priest. You know what, dude? Shadow Priest to me, I'm putting it lower S tier. It's played a lot, but not just that. I feel like it's just insane. Like, Shadow Priest has really, really impressed me. Lower rating also as well, most played caster. And I feel like I gotta stress this again. The representation is not the whole picture, but yeah, I think Shadow Priest is really, really good right now. It does so much damage, man. And as always, it brings a lot to the table in terms of swap and such. Okay, guys. Let's do... Okay, Disc and Holy Priest. Okay, Guys, which Priest spec is better right now? Yo, Oli, what do you think? Holy or Disc? It's probably Disc, right? What we're going to do here... I think both Disc and Holy exist somewhere... in the A tier. Yeah. I guess as a shuffle-focused tier list, I think I'll put Disc higher, but Holy is also good. Maybe Disc more like middle, high A tier. Holy a bit towards the other side of the A tier. Yeah, or it's like I would say it's like 75% shuffle and then 25% 2s and 3s. I'm trying to do like a general tier list because I don't want to do like one for each bracket. But shuffle is the main thing in my mind. Okay, yeah, we'll go with this for Priest. Okay, guys, Mage. Let's just get Mage done. So Mage is an interesting one now. It has actually like fallen off a bit, at least in terms of like which casters people are playing. It has taken a bit of a tumble. Arcane actually the most played spec by some metrics, which is very rare. Not common at all. I do think Arcane Mage does make it S tier, even after the... Actually, after the nerf... They are getting nerfed a bit as well, you know? They're nerfing Frost, nerfing Arcane. Dude, okay, so Mage is actually a bit of a tricky one. Like, Frost Mage 2. I think all three Mage specs are pretty good right now, though. But I think Fire is still very vulnerable, like, and especially in a bracket like Shuffle. Maybe like RMP with like a certain, you know, like where you have that comp. But in Shuffle, I think Fire is going to be a little bit lower. Fire is usually very low, so this is good for Fire. Arcane, I'm going to put it still in low S. Post all the nerfs, maybe it's more like higher A. But it still seems very, very solid with Nether Flux. They are taking away the grace period, though, of Flux. So, like, you can't miss out Barrage combo and have both be buffed by it. Frost Mage, it's still going to be really good. Probably somewhere in the A tier, like this. To be honest, Frost, like, I've seen way less of it. Like, last season and like, the last few seasons have been super popular. I've seen a bit less of it now, so maybe I just got to see it more and then be more sure about the placement. But for now, let's do Shaman, guys. Shaman. Okay, Enhancement Shaman. It's always, like, just so meh. Like, I don't know. I've seen it, like, a bit this season, but it's just not... It's not been very impressive. And it never really is. It's good. I think maybe it's okay. I'm going to be putting Enhance... I'll give it B tier. But yeah, I'm not convinced by it. Guys, Elemental. It's kind of fallen off. From the heights it had in, like, recent seasons. It has taken a bit of a fall off. In terms of how much being played and just in terms of like how it competes with other casters. At least not, it's barely a caster, it's just instance basically. But I think it's still gonna be good. It's still good, but it's nothing too crazy. I think it's somewhere in the Goldilocks zone, aka the A tier. Something like this. Alright, guys. Resto Shaman. Okay, I might be biased here, but our Shaman to me seems insane. Like, there's no healer I've struggled to kill more into than our Shaman this season. Especially in 2v2. Again, this is like more shuffle focused, but from what I've seen from our Shaman, I think it's gonna sneak into S tier as well. I think I will put it in the S tier actually. And I mean, it's, man, this, I don't remember the last time our Shaman was played this much. I think our Shaman is gonna be good, really good this whole season, unless they do something about it, of course, and nerf it, which I don't think they should. I think our Shaman should shine a little bit here. Okay, that is Shaman done. Oh, man, guys, Devastation and Augmentation. Devastation and Aug are not really played much, either one right now, but Devastation to me is really good, solid. It has some crazy damage, but again, across the board, so many things do crazy damage now, so like just having crazy damage doesn't really separate you from the bunch. But yeah, so it's gonna be up here. Dude, Augmentation. Okay, guys, one spec has to be F tier. If one spec has to be F tier, I feel like it might be Aug. I feel like then it might have to be Aug. Like, what else would be that if it's not Aug? But maybe it's more like C tier. You crazy with SPS tier? Dude, I really don't think I am, though. Like, it's the most played caster by many metrics. Like, Boomy and SP, both up there. It's really, really good. I've had it in so many of my games. Both regions, too. I really don't think that the SPS is crazy. I think it's very sane. Like, really sane. Aug F, you know what? Okay, we're gonna put Aug into F. We're just gonna do it, man. Someone has to be there. Preservation Evoker. So again, all healers to me, like, it seems like the balance is good now among the healers. Like, everything is being played at least a decent amount. Dude, sometimes we saw decrease with like 60% of healers. Like that's like, it's been like 50, 60 like often. But yeah, I think healer balance is good now. But Press Evoker will be going in the B tier, which is still pretty good. Like B plus. Okay, let's do Warlock, man. Let's do Warlock, dude. Okay, Warlock is an interesting one. For the most part, I've seen demo Warlocks now. I feel like demo. Let's also like look at what's the most played of all the Warlock specs. Demo is being played the most. Actually, not by every metric though. Destro also played quite a bit. I think all three are good, but if I had to like rank the three, I think I'm going demo on top of the Warlock specs, probably like somewhere higher A. I'm going Destro somewhere middle of A. And I'm going Affli Warlock somewhere lower in A. Like, to me, that feels like a good placement. But all three specs seem viable. Of course, shuffle and everything. Like, again, it's like when you make a tier list, it's hard because different brackets is gonna perform differently. But I'm happy with that. I think they all do make it into the A tier. Maybe Affli should be high B. I feel like Affli maybe is like it's quite vulnerable for sure. So is Destro though, but like Affli lost, you know, like it used to have so much self-sustain, but it lost pretty much all of that. Compared to how I used to have it. You know what? We're gonna do this. We are gonna do this. I think Affli in like certain comp, like Holy Pala or our Druid, Asarog, Affli, like crazy comp. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna put it there. Okay, next up, let's do Monk. It's Monk time, dude. Okay, Brewmaster Tank Tear. Okay, Mistweaver. Mistweaver Monk in 2v2. I think it's like just like it's my favorite healer to play with in 2s. They can do so much damage. I think they are also good in shuffle. If this was a 2-star list though, I'd put an S tier, but since it's not really focused on that, it's the best healer. Not in shuffle though. Not in shuffle. I think if you do 2s, like I can kind of get behind that, but it's not the best healer in shuffle, and this is mostly focused on shuffle. This tier list. Kick build does go crazy, yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be somewhere in the A tier. Fist River is really nice, and it's so fun to play with as well, man. I love it. But yeah, overall, it's going to be like a solid A placement. There we are. Okay, Windwalker Monk. I think Windwalker, it's not like amazing, but also for me, A tier spec. And again, I want the A tier to fill up. The A tier to me is the Goldilocks zone. Like, we want specs there. Not too strong, not too weak. They're just good, solid specs. And I think Windwalker goes in there. Yeah. Okay, let's do Rogue. Let's do Rogue. Guys, I think Asa Rogue is S tier. I do. Like, Asa is so crazy now, man. I swear, the damage it does, it's just... And just like, it's not only damage for us, it's like how oppressive it is. It just like stops you from doing what you want to do. So I'm gonna be putting Asa up there. It's really, really good. Outlaw Rogue, I think, is also very good. I'm actually gonna put a high B. You can definitely like argue here A for Outlaw. But I just gotta see more of it and more of it performing. After it being very lackluster for a long time, I gotta see more before I put it higher. But it is good. I think so. I think it's probably a little bit underrated now. Why do you think Holy is better than Disc? Well, I mean, I think Holy Priest is worse than Disc. If been Holy Pala, I think it's better. Just seems better. When I played into it, I feel more safe when it's healing me than when a Disc is healing me. Of course, you know, when Holy Pala actually has like good healing, the fact that it still has like bubble and everything, like it just kind of jumps up. And I think now it actually just has that good sustain. Do you know what I mean? Sub Rogue to me, it's gonna be in the A tier. It's gonna be in the A tier. It's good, and it also has a good burst. Of course, Sub has the control that the Sub has. Works better towards the high end than the low end, but yeah, overall, somewhere in the Goldilocks zone is where I'm putting it, man. Okay, Warrior time. Okay, Arms Warrior, I'm gonna pop it towards higher A. Somewhere up here. I think Arms is really good. It still has crazy damage. Fury Warrior, man. Okay, I swear, I faced some Fury in 2s and it seems insane, but overall, I'm not convinced of Fury being like a very good spec. Nah, I'm not putting every warrior S there. I ain't doing that. Both in A. You know what? Hey, Fury, I'm actually going to put Fury high B. It could easily be A, but for me, more of a high B that feels more right. Prot Warrior, Tank Tear. Dude, I swear, all 3 Hunter specs are cranking at the moment. I feel like they're all really good. Okay, Survival is insane. I was thinking about putting S tier, but you know what? I'm going to put high A instead. And the Hunter spec that is going to get S tier is still going to be MM. It's still going to be MM. But MM slaps, like, so hard. BM also feels really good. They're all played quite a bit. I'm put BM, like, somewhere next to Survival. Right there. Somewhere in the Goldilocks zone. Maybe a little bit too close to the sun. But it's going to be there. Like this. This feels good, actually, right here. I wouldn't read too much like the exact placement within the tier, because, you know, certain things can push things up and down. I don't know. But yeah. Something like this. I'm happy with that. Okay, Havoc DH. I swear, Havoc does so much damage. The question is, does it cut into S tier? I don't know if it does. But also high A. Also high A, though. Yeah. Yup. I'm popping it between BM and Survival. That feels good. Tank Tear. It is time for DK. All right. Frost DK. Unholy DK. So, I think Unholy is really good now. I think so. It's solid. It's also played quite a bit, man. It's doing good. It's doing good. I think it's doing very good. That's true. Unholy is getting nerfed quite a bit on Wednesday. I mean, coil nerf. Is that a massive nerf, though? Okay, so it's like a semi-significant thing that, like, it's a nerf you're gonna feel a little bit. Yeah. Well, okay, so with the upcoming nerf in mind, I think it's gonna be like somewhere middle of A tier ish, maybe like middle, kind of pushing a bit higher into the A tier. I think it's gonna end up something like this. Okay, Frostigate. I have seen Frost doing some impressive things. I have. Frost has been F tier so many times, man. It's almost just become a meme, like F for Frost. B, I agree with the B. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Frostigate will cut into B tier. By the way, that's what I say is like B tier specs. Like these are still really good specs, or not really good specs. I think these are quite viable in B tier as well. But yeah, Frost is just like, it can do some big damage, but overall it just falls flat. It does. But okay, guys. This is my season 3 tier list with the future nerfs in mind. I'm pretty happy with it. Again, just my opinion. We'll see how things pan out. But I'm happy with this, actually. I am. I think this looks pretty good. To me, this looks quite accurate. There are things that I would probably tweak a little bit if I really thought more. But I'm happy, guys. I'm happy with this.